Am I the a-hole for telling the woman my friend is sleeping with about her status in his life? My longtime friend Joey 33M and I 31F work for a horse breeding and training facility. The job comes with a nice house that is on the property that we get to live in for free and have for 6 years. When I say nice, I mean 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom, dual master, with a pool and hot tub. Kind of dated, but it would probably be considered a mansion by some. There are some catches, basically doubles as a bed and breakfast for out-of-town clients, especially during show season. We are expected to do a lot of cooking and entertaining there, but we both love it, which is why we stay here. I don't really date much. I'm more of an independent person by nature and a homebody. Joey is kind of the opposite. He's got a lot of disposable income, and he kind of lives the playboy lifestyle when he has time, but our jobs are taxing, so we spend a lot of the time just hanging out together at the house, smoking and playing video games. He's my buddy. We spend most days together when he isn't on the road. He is really upfront about not wanting a relationship with the women he sees. I do know this. Dude is on like every dating site. The issue is, he will occasionally have women he sees regularly, and they sometimes will get the impression things are progressing, and I usually start becoming someone they don't like being around so much, and start to ask why I live there. He is currently seeing 4 different women periodically, 2 of them quite regularly. They are aware that he does not consider it a relationship, but he also doesn't tell them if or when or how many others there are, and kind of just avoids that topic with them. Recently, one came over, Kelly 36F, and he was finishing up with a client in the barn. I invited her in, got her a drink, and invited her to watch TV with me while she waited for him. When we were talking, she started asking about my relationships and if I planned to move out of Joey's house. I'm assuming she worded it that way because Joey is the head trainer at the farm, so he is kind of the star of the show. I'm the manager, so much less glamorous position, but I do make more than him. I told her it was both of our house, not just his, and I didn't have any plans to move out. She then said,
"It's just weird that at his age, he would want a female roommate while he is in a relationship."
I said, "He's in a relationship?" Her response was that it wasn't official, but they pretty much were. I told her that was news to me. That seemed to offend her, and she said,
"Well, maybe you don't know because you aren't the most important woman in his life. He doesn't have to get your permission."
I said, "You're right, he doesn't. I actually don't care. I'm just surprised because if I had to rank the chicks he is currently seeing, you are maybe number 2. This obviously didn't go over well and she ended up leaving. She called Joey and things ended there. He told me that he was not aware they were, basically, in a relationship and said knowing that he's glad it ended. Our other friend or coworker says it was an a-hole thing to say to her. I didn't like her implying that I wasn't welcome in my own home, so I corrected some of her inaccurate beliefs about the situation. And it was the truth. Well, almost. As Joey said, she was more like number 3. So am I the a-hole for being upfront to her?
Here are the top comments.
Not the a-hole, but I have no idea how he manages to have that much energy to entertain that many people, lol.
Not the a-hole, and I was totally cracking up at the fact that she thought she could act like the mistress of the house and try to push you out. Great job schooling her.
Not the a-hole. She repaid your kindness with being snooty and trying to get you to move out of your place.
Honestly, OP did her a favor. Image thinking you're building something with somebody only to find out that you aren't even contending for the number 1 spot of friends with benefit. She got a wake-up call that she desperately needed.
Not the a-hole. She was questioning you about why you live there and having an attitude about it. If she had a problem with it, she should have told that Joey guy. He's also a hole because he is not clear to all these women.